Well, there goes Roscoe. Watch Roscoe. There he goes. There goes Roscoe, everybody. Look at it fly. Look at the General Lee fly. And I Roscoed it. Well, I Roscoed it. I Roscoed it.
Boss, I'll never say never again. Never.
Alright, Cryptids, what is going on? It is me, Mississippi Gonzo Grunge, aka Rip Redcorn, and welcome back to Dukes of Hazzard, Return to the General Lee. As I said, I was always going to come back, and we're going to do some time trials. Why? Because that's what I wanted to do. Never did time trials on the original channel, so I figured, let's come back and talk about Dukes of Hazzard. Yep.
3, 2, 1.
One time for the General Lee, everybody. But yeah, this game just has you coming back for more and more and more. But yeah, this is all the time trial stuff, which is actually kind of fun to do. But then again, this is an old save file that I had. Never really completed. Never completed. But I figured, hey, why not? Love that General Lee. You gotta love the beautiful General Lee. But pretty much, we're back doing time trials, and who knows, maybe we'll get into some Roscoe level buffoonery. But you don't drive like Roscoe in the General Lee, but even though well, technically I have a bunch of old shorts that I've uploaded, back when I first uploaded shorts, and it's basically all Dukes of Hazzard shorts. Being disrespected by the 00. Getting Roscoed, and also watching Roscoe drive like a jackass. A dipstick, if you will. But I figured I better record some PS2 stuff while I got the controller adapter working. It's been giving me a little bit of fits. I really don't want to have to buy a new one. I really don't. But I started getting into the market for another one just in case this one decides, well, I ain't going to work anymore. Which is a shame. It's like, I just dropped money on a PS4 controller. Well, it's a new PS4 controller. The other one's kind of, well, they finally bit dust after a few uses. It's like, it's such a sad Intuit era, because one of them was camo, and I'm talking about like Arctic camo. Which, that's the other thing too. Do I have camo stuff? Yeah, it's all like military surplus camo. Why? Because it's cheap, and I don't feel like paying top dollar for Mossy Oak, Real Tree, or some other whatever kind of crappy rednecks are wearing this day and age. And some of y'all are going, bro, ain't you a redneck? Well, technically I am a redskin, but that's a different topic. Yeah, some of y'all will figure that one out, and yes, I can get away with saying that. It's a joke. Don't take it too hard. Don't take it that hard. It's not that deep. But I want to see what our fast time is. Yeah, we can do that. So I wonder what that record is. Because, like, hey, the only way to really check records... Well, let's see, how do you check records? Yeah, the records are right here. There it is. So, yeah, you get, like, that's about eight different stuff. That is 8 different well, that's 8 different, time trials. And you also have the jumps. But, you kind of need this stuff to get 100% of the game. But, I don't really care because this is an old save file. So, I got the racetrack time. The Hazzard Derby's kind of its own thing. Well, I guess we'll go do the Junkyard to Cooters. So, give me a moment. Creek to Duke Farm. Well, yeah, I guess we can do the Creek to Duke Farm. I was going to do the Junkyard to Cooters, but Smokey Bear got right on my back, and we had to ditch Smokey Bear. Yep, this is what I remember about driving in this ditch. I said ditch, not the other one. That means female dog. Hit the brakes. Up. Look out. Bo, what are you doing? Stop. Well, wait a minute. What am I doing? Because I'm the one that's driving. I have no clue what the record time is. You know, probably some modder out there was playing a... You know, that would actually be funny if someone actually made mods for this. But I would need a copy of this on a PC. And I don't trust most of the jackasses that run this stuff on a PC to begin with. Why? Because that stuff might be infested with a virus. But, such as it is. And plus that, for those of y'all wonder, do I use an emulator? I do not. This is on a PS2 Slim. But back when I first played this, it was on a PS2 Fat. But I got the Slim because, hey, the Slims operate better. Such as it is. Don't flip it. Don't flip it. Hit the brakes. Look out. Such as it is. And yeah, there's really no volume down or volume up. I genuinely say that because, one, even if you did, well, the only volume that really gets cut off is the dialogue. But you know, such as it is. Very smooth. Don't you mess with the General Lee. But, ooh, hit the brakes. You know, this game, you know, it would be nice to have another Dukes of Hazzard game again. I genuinely mean that. It'd be nice to have another one. Ah, there's the finish. Well, that solves that problem. But we will talk about the Dukes of Hazzard game whenever I go to Cooters. Well, to the junkyard of Cooters and that sort of nonsense. Now that I am officially back and doing another lightning trial with going up to Cooters from the junkyard, which is technically the very first mission you actually do in this game. That old black Charger, you know, sticking to the lore of the story. The General Lee was originally an old black Charger with a bent up frame and everything else. But I actually remember talking to one of the original stuntmen. You gotta love that sound. Classic. Classic General Lee. One thing I remember they talked about, they absolutely loved the Charger, but they also hated it at the same time. Not only did it have the get up and go power, but they didn't like it because of how nose heavy it was. Hence the reason why they had to weigh it out just right. Why? Because when you jump these cars, if it nosedives too far, you're going to end up on your roof. But the other thing is that you don't want the car landing flat because you'll bust your spine out. That's just stuntman stuff 101. I wouldn't mind being a stuntman. It's like, hell, let me be like Lee Majors in Fall Guy. That's another favorite show of mine. But, such as it is, you want the car to land nose first because it absorbs most of the impact. That's the one reason why you want it to dip down some, but not too much, because if not, well, there's footage of what happens when you jump a Charger like that, and that's even with it sitting on a Crown Vic frame. So I'm back yet again. Well, that's how you change the camera angles out. I forgot. But we're back with the lightning times yet again. I don't know why I'm saying yet again. This whole video is dedicated to it. But we're heading to Steel number 3, which is off in the swamp. Which, easier said than done. You just got to follow the main road. I'm just making sure I know where I'm going because it's been a while since I played this game. And by a while, I mean, you know, back in June when I came back. But yes, for those of y'all probably discovering this video, yes, I actually used to be a YouTuber. I was mildly successful at it. But I had to leave because, for one, I kind of went insane, and two, YouTube decided, hey, we're going to cut your channel off because we don't like some of the jokes you're telling. Just because it's on the South part, but, you know, that's beside the point. But, yeah. You probably heard my rant about, you know, driving stunt cars and all that. The Charger was notoriously front heavy, but those unibodies were sketchy. That's the original unibodies on the Charger. Those were sketchy, and even if you look up the original, the original after photos of these cars jumping, it makes sense. It makes all kinds of sense. Those Chargers back in the day, them unibody frames that Chrysler was putting out was kind of iffy. Did I miss my turn? No, I didn't. I think this is still number 3, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is. This is where you find out Boss Hogg's major plan in the series, which was kind of slimy of him. But for those of y'all that want to know more about that series, I want to say it's linked in the description, but if not, it will be. And I have played all the Dukes of Hazzard games, such as it is. Well, time to race to old Jimmy's Peanut Farm, such as it is. Yeah, I have seen the after photos and even the homemade footage they showed of jumping those cars on the set. Them cars were sketchy to jump. Alright, I can do this. Just follow the back road. But yeah, I will say this. There was also quite a bit of charm of the first 5 episodes. They should have just kept it in Georgia, but, executives and studios kind of ruin that. It's like, just let me keep the show where I want it kept and just let me film it there. In the Heat of the Night, I know was filmed in several different locations. I know that much. Some of it was in Mississippi, but some of it was in Georgia, and one season was actually filmed in where was it? It was filmed in Louisiana. Hammond, Louisiana to be exact. Strange as it is. Yep. Here we go. But then again, I'm going to take a shortcut. Now then, if I was to actually do a Dukes of Hazzard game, which I would, well, for one, I would need the money power first. But also trying to get it, done, that one would be difficult. And it's like, oh, but all the crazy people on the left and all that, and it's like, I don't care what they say. Them people ain't nothing. What they gonna do? Nothing. They ain't buying the game. Does it matter? No. But how would I buy it? Well, how would I do it? And this is where you see me drive around. I'm gonna go find the drainage canal, and actually, I think I know where it is now. I know where that's at. So, I would make it to where would I make it online to an extent, but I would make it more story driven, but have it done in the vein of the first 5 episodes. And plus that, I would add in the water hazards, add in, all kinds of stuff. Probably add in a few Easter egg cars that you had to unlock. No microtransactions, meaning I wouldn't do that. But, such as it is. The only thing I could really see microtransactions being for would be for money coins and all that. But no one's forcing you to buy those. I want to say the time's right down here, and I know it. Man, what the fuck was that? Hey, that was right in my fucking ear. Fox Hollow Bridge to the racetrack. That's what this is called. Okay, I know how to get to the race. I think this is actually the longest one out there. But yeah, I was going to make this a little bit longer, but people don't. There was parts I just didn't talk. Okay, I think I know how to get there. Bo, please stop. Yeah, we might run into Smokey Bear along the way. But yeah, you do get all these little traps and such. Traps, jumps, all that sort of deal. Which, that reminds me, I gotta go make a thumbnail for this. But, if you want to watch more of the Dukes of Hazzard games I've played, then here it is. Then, there is a link in the description. At least there should be. I have to go check because I kind of rearranged everything as of recent. But, let's just keep it simple. So, Yeah, this is actually way smoother than playing on those made in China controllers I was using. But I do have some other controllers coming in. So they're authentic DualShock 2 controllers. Now, why would I get them even though I got the adapter? Well, just in case there's an issue, I could just plug those in. But yeah, I would, like a Dukes of Hazzard style game. That would actually be very easy to do. It's like, ain't you worried about, people complaining? No. Because I ain't going to be buying the game. Plus that most of those jackasses ain't even watched the show. And I just revealed what I was at the start of this, game. Well, at the start of this video, so you should know at this point. Oh, I see a jump. I see a jump. Let's do it. Let's do it. Look at that beauty fly. Nothing like watching a beautiful Dodge Charger fly. But, such as it is. And I do give credit to those guys that they do make the Dukes of Hazzard stunt jump cars, with the Crown Vic frames and the marquee frames and the Charger shells. Really just rotting out shells anyway, but, still. I love the horn. And I want to say that's about all of them we got. Ooh, right? Yeah, that's how you unlock most of this stuff anyway. I want to say if you get 100% of the game, which should be easier said than done, then so be it. Ah. Thank you. Well, thank you for the thing, Balladeer. But I want to say I got all the jumps. Yeah, I got, okay, the shortcut jump. Creek jump. Yeah, I know where all these jumps are at. Oh, I haven't done the town jump. Actually, I think I know what that jump is. But you know what? That's what we're going to go do. We're going to go send it. Send it off in real fashion. But yeah, no microtransactions, no BS type stuff, no... Basically, you would have to do it old school. And for those of y'all know what I'm talking about, you remember playing games back on the PlayStation 1 and the 2? Just any old games from back in the day, and you really had to start doing certain stuff to unlock certain things. It's like, how do you get this last unlockable? Then you had to go look up how to do it. This was before YouTube, so we had to go find it on an obscure forum. And hoped it worked out. I'm trying to think which one it was that I did that it was like that. It was something in Jak 2. Which, by the way, am I going to do Let's Play videos of those? No, I'm actually probably going to... When it comes down to Jak and Daxter. Okay, I'm probably going to live stream those, which I should be trying to do real soon. But, let's see what we got. But yeah, you also get to unlock outfits for Daisy in this. Oh, there's that jump. Come here. There it is. Look at the General Lee fly, everybody. That's how you send off a video, and not like that. That's Roscoe in it. Well, at least I thought you could. But, such as it is. Look at that. Look at how beautiful the General Lee is. It's all beautiful. But I think that's all the jumps. But then again, I don't think you need all 5 stunt jumps to do that. Oh, I think I already did this jump. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Yep, I'm going to hit the wall. That was terrible. That's not how you send it off. That's a terrible jump. Just terrible. But there is that canyon jump. That is something. Yeah, that is something. But yeah, I would include all kinds of cars and vehicles in a Dukes of Hazzard style game. Not just this one, but how about the Trans Am? Well, I would say it would be, a Dukes of Hazzard game. Yeah, I would put all kinds of little Easter egg stuff in. Such as White Lightning, Gator, Smokey and the Bandit. Just all kinds of different moonshine films at that. Such as it is. I would definitely try doing something. Just something different. But if I was to do a Dukes of Hazzard style game, then yeah, I would, not do that. That's Roscoe and the General Lee. But then again, it's not the first time they flipped a General Lee or, landed it in a pond. Well, that was when those two guys stole it. Because Bo left the keys in the ignition. But that scene was funny. And I'm not talking about them jumping the General Lee into the pond. I'm talking about... Well, I was going to do another sweet jump, but, there was a little bit of a hiccup. But, such as it is. So let's just keep driving around. There's really nothing else left to do in the game except do stunt jumps and all that. But there is like a split screen that you can play with this. There's like a demo derby where you can play as Roscoe and Enos. There's a race that you can do where you can play with any cars, such as it is. But I will be seeing y'all around for the next episode I'll see y'all around for whenever I do another Dukes of Hazzard game. But such as it is, we're going to send it off in style. We're sending it off in style with the General Lee flying through the air. Look how beautiful that is. And that's not beautiful. That's landing it on the rear, which I don't think you want that either. But, such as it is. The next time you see me do a Dukes of Hazzard video, it will most likely be a live stream. So, other than that, y'all shoot the like button with the grip skittle if you enjoyed, and please do comment down below your favorite episode from the Dukes of Hazzard. Or if not, what's your favorite car from the show? Better yet, if you know any type of Smokey Bear, Good Old Boy, Moonshine Running type films, hey, do comment those down below because I want to watch some more of them. I need more inspiration for me and Slade to do that movie we want to do. And that's with Grand Theft Auto, by the way. So, such as it is. And as always, do share these videos around because it does help my channel grow out immensely. And it does help. It helps out greatly. So then, smash the subscribe button today and click the notification bell icon. And all that sort of, jive and jazz and all that, that sort of, all that in rabbit stew. But, such as it is. So, y'all have a great day and a ballin' weekend, and remember, don't do anything stupid. And that even includes jumping your raggedy, burnt-out Silverado over creeks. You're not Bo Duke. You're Roscoe P. Coltrane. So other than that, y'all take care. But something else funny I'm going to do at the end of this video. We're going to send it. Let's send it off in style one last time. One last holler for the General Lee. For the General Lee! Look at it fly. Look at it fly, everybody. So other than that, y'all take care. I gotta go run from the law now.
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.